Yes, my people. So I'm making sure that my knife is sharp because I'm gonna be cutting up this bad boy here. I'm gonna make some jerk chicken today. So anyone who don't know how to cut a chicken, I'm gonna show you how to cut this chicken up. So when we're gonna cut this chicken, we're gonna cut it by the joint. All right, we're gonna just cut it by the joint. You hold it like this, and you just cut it like that. See that? You grab the other leg, and you just cut it like that. That's how you cut the chicken. You get all this piece off, and then you hold the wing like this, and you just cut it in the joint. The same thing for this one, you cut it in the joint. It's so easy to cut when you cut it into the joint because you're just cutting through the flesh and the joint. Okay? And then for the leg, where you have it like this, you just cut it right here in the joint. Right there like that. It's easy. It's no pressure. You just cut through the meat and you just broke it like that. Just like that. Same thing over here. Do the same. Repeat the process. So we're gonna make no, not jerk chicken, but baked chicken. We're gonna make baked chicken today. And then you cut this one down, straight down the back. Straight down like that. Just like that. So you got the wings, the thigh, and you have the legs. Okay, I'm gonna move them over to the bowl and show you how to cut the breast. So here's the breast on the back. So you just put it right here and cut it underneath the rib. Underneath, you see that? Right underneath the rib cage. Just like that. You see how easy it is? You cut all the way just through all the bones and the joints. Okay? So this is the back part of the chicken. Deal with the breast. So first thing I do, I take the skin off of the breast. We don't use the skin. We take the skin off. That's it. And then we just cut it down the middle. There's a middle right here. You just cut it right down the middle, right here. See how easy it is? You go right down the middle. Depends how you want the chicken. If you want, if you want it in chicken strip, or you just want to cut it in chunk. I'm going to cut it in chicken strip. Normally we just cut the bone out, but I'm keeping the bone, so I'm just going to cut it down the bone like that, just like that. That's it. I'm making them big enough because I'm going to, this is going to be barbecue, okay? So by that time we have it right here. You can just cut it right here in the, it's already divided right there, just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Simple. Very easy. Okay? And you repeat the process over here. You cut the first one like that. And then There's the same thing right here. You push the knife, put the knife under there like that, and just cut it. That's it. That is it, my people. So you see, you cut the chicken without any pressure. It's not a lot of pressure to cut up chicken, especially when you're gonna barbecue or you're gonna French fry, or you are going to jerk. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna finish cleaning this chicken here, taking off all the fat off the so right on the thigh we have fat. So I'm taking off the fat off the thigh. I'm gonna leave the skin on it because I'm gonna be barbecuing. I took out all these things out of it. I think it's a membrane of the chicken, this part here. So I just took it out. We don't use the membrane of it. So that we always take it out, just like that. So you have two parts of the chicken where the membrane is. It's on either side of the thigh. Here's the other thigh. So here's the membrane right here. When you go to the restaurant, they don't take out these. They don't take it out, but we take it out. And then we just take the fat off of the chicken, just like that. You cut all the fat off, and then I'm gonna wash my chicken in vinegar. So no fat is on it. I took all the fat. And this is the back. The back and the neck. See that? Right, so that is it. I give it a first wash, and then I'm gonna add my vinegar after. And then I'm gonna rinse my chicken, and that's gonna be, I'm gonna be dry rubbing it with my seasoning. Baked chicken, baked chicken. So yes, my people, so now I wash my chicken and I'm preparing some garlic because I'm gonna be dry rubbing my chicken right now. So here's my garlic. I just crush it in my mortar. That's my garlic right there. I have my garlic powder as well. I have a garlic powder. So I'm gonna use a little garlic powder with my natural garlic. I'm using like 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. And I also have my dry rub, my chicken dry rub. I'm gonna use like 2 teaspoons of chicken dry rub as well. I'm not measuring it, I'm just sprinkling about 2 teaspoons. You can measure it 2 teaspoons, that's fine. Equivalent to 1 tablespoon, 2 teaspoons. That is it. And I have my total seasoning right here. This total seasoning, it can season chicken, beef, pork, whatever. It's total. I'm using 2 teaspoons of this too for one chicken. Cause remember, I'm dry rubbing my chicken. And I also have my special. This is my Maggi chicken seasoning special. I'm using 2 teaspoons as well. I don't use salt for my chicken, not at all. No salt. The seasoning already have enough salt in it, so I'm gonna just dry rub my chicken. So alright, so right now I have my chicken. I'm dry rubbing my chicken. See my chicken with the dry seasoning, and then I'm going to just put it to marinate, and I'm going to go ahead and blend the rest of my seasoning. Okay, so this is ready. I'm going to just put it down and let it marinate for a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and continue to blend my seasoning, because I'm going to blend my ground seasoning. Okay, so yes guys, so I have this bowl here. This bowl is, it's 9 by 12. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my chicken inside. But before I put my chicken in there, I'm going to spray it. I'm going to spray it with some butter so that the chicken don't stick to the bottom, okay? All right. So look, I'm going ahead and spray it. I'm spraying it. All right. So now I spray my container. I'm gonna put my chicken in there, and I'm going to put it in the oven for 20 minutes. So right now, before I do this, I'm gonna go ahead and preheat my oven. I'm going to transfer it to this bowl because this one is bigger. I use only one. Okay, nice fit. So now I'm just waiting on my oven to develop that temperature. And I'm going to put this inside the oven for 20 minutes so the seasoning can just marinate inside before I put my other seasoning, because I'm about to blend some bell pepper, onion, tomato, carrot, green onion, and garlic. habanero is coming up. So I'm about to put this aside and proceed my blending. So here we go now. So now I'm about to blend here's my empty blender. I'm going to chop up my onion first. I'm using half an onion and half a bell pepper. Half onion, half a bell pepper. Because I'm going to be using the other half inside just by cutting it up, okay? And now I'm going to use my green onion, my scallion. So now it sounds like my oven is ready. It's temp. So I'm going to go ahead and put my tin with my chicken in the oven. So I'm putting my chicken in the oven. I'm leaving it there for 20 minutes. But I'm a garlic person, so I'm using like 6 cloves of garlic. I'm just adding a little bit of buttermilk to my seasoning. Just a little bit, because I don't want it to be watery. I'm gonna just blend this up, and I'm gonna add my carrot later and my habanero. I'm just gonna add 1 carrot and my habanero. One habanero. I'm putting the seed and everything inside because I want the flavor. I want it to be flavorful. And I'm adding 1 carrot. I'm just peeling my carrot real quick. I'm gonna add a little chicken, all-purpose chicken seasoning to my blending seasoning, because I'm gonna blend it again. I add 1 teaspoon, and my total seasoning I add 1 teaspoon as well. I'm just judging it, but I know it's 1 teaspoon or a little less, because I already seasoned my chicken, so I don't want a lot of seasoning in there. Pimento is a favorite. I'm gonna add a few seeds of pimento, like 10 seeds. This is the big chunk, the big ones. Yes, that is it, my people. And then I'm gonna add a little chicken broth to this. You can use ordinary milk if you want, but please don't use any water, because if you use the water will dry out your chicken. So if you can get the chicken broth, or you can get ordinary milk, just ordinary milk. That's the best thing to use when you're making baked chicken. And then I'm gonna blend it again. This is enough my seasoning. So I have all my seasoning here. I'm waiting on my chicken in the oven. It's in there. It's gonna be there for 20 minutes until when it starts start to get a little bit of brown to it. Then I'm going to take it out and I'm going to season it with all my seasoning, and then I'm going to put it back in there. Okay, stay tuned. So I'm going to start with my macaroni, my bow tie. This is what I'm going to use to make my macaroni and cheese. I'm going to start by adding some salt. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt to 1/4 water. So 1 teaspoon of salt to 1/4 water. And I'm going to let my macaroni boil for 4 minutes because I don't want it to overcook. And then I'm going to start my roux for my macaroni. So now I'm gonna be boiling my macaroni right now. I'm gonna time it only for 4 minutes. 3.5 to 4 minutes because I don't want it to overcook. Yeah, that's good enough. 3.5 to 4 minutes. Woo! So now I'm going to start my batter for my macaroni. So I like my wooden spoon. I'm going to put a large portion of butter. I think I need a little bit more butter. All right, so now I have my butter. As soon as my butter is melted, watch the trick. I'm gonna use some flour. To make my paste, okay? I'm gonna add it little by. I'm gonna add a little flour, and I'm gonna just mix this. You're gonna mix this until you have no lump whatsoever, no lump. While you're doing that, you can add a little buttermilk. Just a little buttermilk. And you're gonna mix this until you have no lump. So this is where you're gonna burn your flour. Just add a little more buttermilk. And you see that? But you're gonna keep your stove on a low flame so it don't burn while the flour is, you're mixing the flour. So now you get the flour all miley and nice. Look at that, all miley and nice. Then you're gonna add the rest of the buttermilk. All of it. I use 1 cup of buttermilk. If you don't have buttermilk, you can just use ordinary milk, because I'm going to be using 2 cups of ordinary milk too. But I use buttermilk and I use the milk, the ordinary milk. Low flame, okay? Then I'm going to add 2 cups of ordinary milk. And I'm going to continue to mix this. It's not 3 minutes yet?
Yeah, it has been. Yeah.
Now I'm turning off my stove for my macaroni because I don't want it to overboil. I'm going to strain it off the water because I don't want it to get soggy. Now I'm going to add my cheese. I'm going to add my cheese to my butter. I'm going to add 2 times the amount of cheese to the butter. What I have, like 3 cups of cheese. There you go. That is it. I saved the macaroni water, so I'm going to use the macaroni water to thin this down. Here is the broth from the macaroni. I always save the water to use, so I use like half a cup, because I know it's going to be needed. So I always save my macaroni water. Remember guys, keep your stove on low flame so you don't burn. Oh, this butter look nice. Look at it. Look at it. I'm going to add the rest of the water. So I add like 1.5 cups. It's 1.5 cups of the macaroni water. You can save it because you know you're always going to need it to soften up the cheese when you put the cheese in the flour and the butter. Okay? So now we're having a nice mild, nice batter. Look at that. No lump. No lump. Look at that. So the next thing I'm going to add some seasoning to this. So here I have a little bit of total seasoning, a little bit of all-purpose, and a little black pepper. And I'm gonna just add it to this nice batter and let it stay there and let it cook with it. Let the seasoning just soak inside. Look at that. Oh, the smell is great. I love it. I'm hoping you guys getting hungry already. All right, I'm going to put this aside over here on this stove and let it sit there and continue to boil, because I want the flour to boil a little bit. And I'm going to look at my chicken and see what my chicken is doing. Yes, this is it. So yes, here's my chicken. My chicken is halfway cooked. I'm just going to flip it over. I'm going to flip them over, and then I'm going to add my seasoning. All my blending seasoning, I'm going to add it. So I'm flipping this over. This is smelling good already. You can see it have a lot of juice inside from the chicken. So when you have that juice from the chicken, that's why I do it like this. So it makes its own broth. So the chicken has its own broth. So that's a flavor for the chicken. You see all that juice? That's the natural flavor from the chicken. And now I'm gonna add my blending seasoning to my chicken. And I'm going to put it back into the oven. So here's my blending seasoning straight out of the blender. Just use it and go over all my chicken. Also, I'm gonna use my jerk seasoning. Jerk sauce I use. So I'm gonna just use my jerk sauce. All right. Then I'm going to cut up some onion and put it in there real quick. I'm going to cut the onion by the slice. I'm going to add it into the oven right now and let it sit for 10 more minutes because I don't want my onion to burn. So I'm going to add it in there. All right. All right. So now my battery is ready. Look at that. Look how thick and rich that is. Look at that. All right. Now the next step is put my macaroni here, and then I'm going to put my batter in. I'm going to mix it up, and then I'm going to put cheese on it, and then I'm going to back in the oven. Watch out. All right. So here's the macaroni. I have a good measurement. Don't worry about that. I have a good measurement. That's the right size. See that? Now I'm gonna add my battery. I'm gonna mix it down so all the macaroni get the cheese. So I'm doing it little by little. I'm gonna put all of my battery in there. Every bit, every last bit of my battery gonna go in there. Wow, this smells really good. I'm making sure all my macaroni is saturated with the cream. That's why I'm pouring it little by little. Yeah, so I'm making sure all my macaroni get the cheese. I'm making sure that every part of my macaroni got the cheese. Oh yeah, it is smelling so delicious. Oh, wow. This is good. I'm not wasting none of my battery. I make sure I'm taking out every bit out of the pot. All right, that's my cheese right there. Then guess what? I'm gonna add a little bit of black pepper, and then I'm gonna add my cheese. I'm gonna add a little bit of black pepper. All right, that's my black pepper for you. And then I'm gonna add my tahini. I'm adding tahini. Tahini. All right, that's just a little. Then I'm gonna add my cheese. Woo! Now it's getting better. I'm covering it over. It's not a special way to do it, but I just do it from the back, from the front, go to the back. It's not a special way. You can just do it however you want to do it. I'm making sure all my macaroni get cheese. If you like more cheese, you can put more cheese. You can put as much cheese as you want. I'm still putting cheese. I'm still putting cheese. There you go. All right, that is it, my people. After that, I'm still gonna add some more tahini. That's my decoration right there. And then I'm gonna put it in my oven for 25 minutes when all my cheese get melted. That is it, my people. So this is the way how I make my macaroni and cheese. You can use whatever macaroni you want. You can use bow tie. You can use spaghetti. You can use the elbow. You can use the other one, the one with this what has a different color. This curve, I don't know what they call it, spiral. You can use all of that. Any one you want is the same. It's the same family, okay? So now I'm gonna put this in my oven. And I have one more meal to make. I'm gonna make steamed cabbage. Steamed cabbage. Here we go. In my oven. Thank you for joining. So yes, my people, look at it. That's my macaroni. I'm gonna put it to cool down. Yes. We're doing baked chicken here. All right, I'm put back in the oven. People, so now I'm gonna make some vegetables, steamed vegetable, cabbage, collard greens, broccoli, asparagus, carrot, and bell pepper. I have onion and tomatoes. So I'm gonna just wash them and chop them up, and I'm gonna steam. There you go, that's the final. That's my baked chicken. So now my people, I have my clean dry pot. I'm gonna start steaming my vegetable. I'm gonna start with my butter. I like a large sum of butter. Put 2 cubes of garlic in my butter. I'm gonna add some chopped onion. A little total seasoning. A little total seasoning. All purpose. Start by adding my greens. As soon as it get hot, my green's gonna shrink. It's gonna shrink all the way down, so don't worry about it. It's not a lot. my other ingredients in. As you can see, it's going down already. It's getting less. Okay, I'm gonna add my bell pepper. So that's my collard greens right here. I'm gonna add my cabbage so it can steam together. I cut my cabbage in large chunks. As I said, don't worry about it. It's gonna shrink as soon as the heat catch it. It's gonna shrink. It's gonna shrink less than you think and faster than you expect. I'm gonna sprinkle a little all-purpose total seasoning. And I'm gonna cover for another minute, 1 more minute, so this can shrink, so I can add my other ingredients. That's how you do it, little by little. So I already washed my espresso already. So it's time for the espresso to get in there. And my broccoli. And my habanero, my pepper. This is how we do. We do what we do and we love what we do. That's why we do what we do. I'm going to shred my carrot. In a little more butter. That is it. And a little garlic powder. Now I'm going to cover it down for 4 minutes. And in 4 minutes time, my vegetable should be steamed. My vegetable need 1 more minute and that's it. Just 1 more minute. That is it. Just 1 more minute and it's done. Steamed vegetable. So yes, my people, so you know, after a hard day work, I need to treat myself. I need to eat some of this delicious food I make today. So look, here is my chicken. Ah, that chicken is bomb. The vegetable, oh my God. Let me try it. You are missing out the macaroni and cheese. Look how this is. Oh my God, look at that. You can't beat this. You can't resist this. There's no way you can resist this. I make a little cornbread, but I never put it on the camera. Next time I put the cornbread on the camera, here it is. So this thing goes well with the cornbread. I can't wait to dive into the chicken. Tell me about that chicken. So, my people, if you like what I'm doing, like, share, touch that notification bell, so whenever I load a video, you first to be alert. So guess what? Tell a friend to tell a friend to come over here and check out Shaggy Cooking Lifestyle. I love you guys. Have a great one. I'm gonna have a feast right now. So be good.